Arthur Bishop lives near the sea in a tourist-filled area, spending his days aboard his boat. Each morning he wakes up, brews his coffee, and plays the kind of music he enjoys listening to. After relaxing, he steps out of the boat and activates an explosive device hidden inside, his own safeguard in case someone ever tries to steal it. From there, Bishop rides off on his motorcycle until he reaches a seaside restaurant where everyone knows him well. The waiter immediately leads him to a private spot with a clear view of the water. Soon, a young woman with Asian features approaches him. She tells Bishop that she has been searching for him for a long time. According to her, her employer wants Bishop to eliminate 3 individuals, but each death must appear natural. She insists that such a task should be easy for him, given his reputation and expertise. She warns that if he refuses, she will expose him to the authorities and rival groups, reminding him that he is still a wanted man who only survived because he faked his death and disappeared. Bishop quickly notices several men with her, glaring at him menacingly. He calmly asks to make a phone call. But when he takes out his phone, he snaps a photo of the woman instead. Realizing his trick, she reaches for a gun, but Bishop swiftly disarms her and knocks her back. Her men then rush him, yet Bishop handles them with deadly efficiency. Checking the nearby security monitors, he notices more thugs closing in. Without hesitation, he leaps over the restaurant's wall and lands directly on a moving cable car. The woman and her men pursue him, storming into the cable car and intimidating the passengers inside while searching for him, but Bishop cleverly remains hidden above them. She fires shots at him, trying to force him down, but Bishop escapes by leaping off and landing onto an inflatable tourist plane below. That night, Bishop keeps his distance while watching his boat. He sees 2 intruders searching it thoroughly. Without a second thought, Bishop uses his phone to remotely detonate the bomb, destroying the vessel completely. He then heads to a massive shipping yard filled with containers, opens one, and burns his passport along with personal items that could expose him. His journey then takes him to a quiet island in Thailand, where he reconnects with a woman he knows who runs a tourist hotel. She welcomes him and offers him the same room he once stayed in. Inside, Bishop unlocks a hidden compartment and retrieves a bag filled with phones, weapons, and multiple passports. He then begins investigating the woman from the restaurant, learning more about her connection to a man named Crane, the one she works for. Later, Gina shows up at the hotel seeking medical aid. The owner notices bruises on Gina's arm, clearly from a recent beating. When asked if she needs help, Gina simply requests a first aid kit and leaves. That night, aboard a nearby boat, the hotel owner notices Gina being attacked by a man. Concerned, she urges Bishop to intervene. Bishop boards the boat, confronts the man, and orders him to leave her alone. The man refuses and aims a gun at Bishop, but Bishop acts first, taking him down and killing him. Returning to the hotel, Bishop informs the owner that the situation is handled and asks her to bring Gina back safely. While searching the boat, Bishop finds her passport and phone, noticing his own picture stored on it. After blowing up the boat to erase all evidence, he confronts Gina directly about why his image was there. He asks if she works for Crane. Gina admits that Crane has leverage over her and that she was forced into setting Bishop up. She explains that the plan was simple: meet him, gain his trust, then call a number on her phone to complete her assignment. Bishop soon learns that Gina runs a shelter for trafficked children, and Crane threatened to kill them if she disobeyed. Understanding her situation, Bishop reflects on his own past, revealing that he too was once an orphan. He explains that both he and Crane were bought by a ruthless gangster, but while Bishop managed to escape, Crane did not. For that, Crane was punished and came to hate Bishop, blaming him for his suffering. Later, Bishop notices a boat full of armed men arriving near the island. Realizing they are Crane's men, he tells Gina to pretend she is close to him so as not to raise suspicion. Gina eventually apologizes for deceiving him, explaining that she had no other choice because the children's lives meant everything to her. Bishop assures her that he understands, even appreciating her honesty, since he himself knows the pain of being powerless as a child. He then makes plans for Gina to escape with him. Before parting, Bishop gives her a watch as a keepsake, telling her to hold on to it until they reunite. But the very next day, Crane's men storm the island and kidnap Gina. Bishop decides to confront Crane directly and gives him a call, demanding a face-to-face meeting. When they finally sit down together, Bishop immediately asks him to release Gina. Crane coldly replies that she will only be freed once Arthur Bishop successfully eliminates 3 specific targets. He hands Bishop a detailed file containing information about each of the individuals. The first target is an African arms dealer named Krill, currently locked inside a maximum security prison. This prison is notoriously difficult to reach, built in the middle of the sea surrounded by shark-infested waters, with towering cliffs 100 meters high. Entry into such a place is nearly impossible. Crane then gives Bishop a GPS capsule and instructs him to swallow it after each job so they can track his exact location. Bishop demands proof that Gina is still alive, and Crane responds that after each mission, Bishop will be allowed a phone call with her. Once he completes the final job, they'll send her exact location. In Malaysia, Bishop begins carefully reviewing all available information on the prison where Krill is being held. He quickly realizes the difficulty of the assignment, given the near-impenetrable nature of the fortress-like facility. To infiltrate, Bishop selects the identity of a wanted man, with a distinctive tattoo across his face. Forging the man's identity, Bishop prepares his disguise and acquires the tools needed for the plan. The next day, Bishop walks the streets deliberately and gets himself arrested, ensuring that he is transported straight into the prison. He recalls Crane's warning: unless the deaths look like accidents, no rescue will ever arrive for him. Inside, Bishop notices that Krill is heavily guarded at all times. Asking around, he learns from another inmate that Krill is infamous for assassinating the president of Liberia. Many had tried to kill him behind bars, but none had succeeded. When one prisoner attempts an attack on Krill, Bishop intervenes and protects him. Grateful, Krill thanks Bishop and later invites him to dinner. During their meeting, Bishop seizes his chance. He kills Krill, making his death appear as if it resulted from food contamination. To escape, Bishop detonates explosives against the prison wall, then coats his body with a chemical substance designed to repel sharks. Afterward, he swallows the GPS capsule, dives into the ocean, and successfully swims away. Soon, a message is sent to Crane's men confirming the mission's success. Bishop is given a video call with Gina, during which she tells him he has only 36 hours to eliminate the next target, or she will be executed. Bishop reassures her that no one will harm her, while inwardly steeling himself for what comes next. Crane then provides details of the second victim, Adrian Cook, a billionaire based in Australia who profits from human trafficking under the guise of running a mineral empire. Adrian lives in a luxury skyscraper on the 58th floor. His penthouse is secured like a fortress, reinforced with bulletproof concrete walls, armored doors, biometric fingerprint scanners, and motion sensors at every entry point. To get close, Bishop pretends to rent the apartment directly below Adrian's. He discreetly duplicates keys and makes highly detailed blueprints of the target's floor plan. He also crafts specialized glass bombs for the job. Disguised as a maintenance worker, Bishop infiltrates Adrian's penthouse without raising suspicion. After planting the explosive inside the glass-bottom swimming pool, Bishop leaves and detonates the device. The blast shatters the pool, sending Adrian plummeting to his death. Later, while speaking to Bishop on a video call, Gina cleverly tilts the camera just enough to show the identifying number on the boat where she is being held. With this small detail, Bishop gains vital information about her location. Wasting no time, he travels by helicopter, infiltrates the vessel, and eliminates several guards. But eventually, he is overpowered and captured. Crane warns him that if he ever attempts another rescue, their entire agreement will be voided. Reluctantly, Bishop is forced to continue. Crane orders him to carry out the final and most dangerous assassination, targeting Max Adams, a wealthy American arms dealer. Max has purchased an abandoned communist monument in Bulgaria, which was built into a mountain. Hidden inside is a secret submarine repair dock, complete with nuclear-capable intercontinental missiles. Every attempt to breach the facility has failed, with intruders dying before they could even get close. Because of the previous assassinations, Max has tightened his defenses even further. Bishop is given 48 hours to finish the job. He learns that Max has scheduled a medical helicopter visit. Using this opportunity, Bishop clings beneath the aircraft as it lands, then plants a jamming device to disable the surveillance cameras. Fighting through guards, Bishop presses on. When Max is rushed to his safe room, he discovers Bishop already waiting for him. Rather than kill him immediately, Bishop proposes a deal. They will fake Max's death to trick Crane. Once Crane believes Max is gone, he will send his men to recover the body. With Crane isolated on his yacht, Bishop will finally have the chance to eliminate him. Max agrees, staging his fake death. An explosion rips through the headquarters, and Max plummets into the submarine basin below. Bishop is already there, waiting underwater with an oxygen tank. Together, they escape to a nearby island. Bishop then calls Crane, demanding that Gina be released. Crane, however, refuses, insisting he must see Max's body first before honoring any promises. As Crane's men arrive, Bishop unleashes his skills, systematically taking them out one by one. Crane, monitoring the situation via security cameras, watches in disbelief as his forces are decimated. Not stopping there, Bishop boards Crane's boat directly, confronting and eliminating all the guards on board. During the chaos, Gina is shot but remains alive. In a final desperate measure, Crane triggers the boat's self-detonation sequence. Thinking quickly, Bishop manages to reach Gina in time and secures her in a survival pod. The pod detaches just as the boat explodes, saving her from the inferno. Bishop then engages in a final brutal confrontation with Crane. Using his ingenuity and sheer strength, Bishop ties Crane up with a heavy chain, ensuring he cannot escape. As the remaining explosive charges detonate, the boat is obliterated in a massive explosion. Meanwhile, Max and his men observe the wreckage from a safe distance, confirming the complete destruction of Crane's vessel. Gina, now safe, is reunited with the children she protects, and she is taken aback to see Bishop standing before her, alive and unharmed. Max, reviewing the surveillance cameras after the incident, discovers that Bishop had been hiding all along in a reinforced steel emergency room built into the boat, a feature present on every vessel for critical situations. The movie concludes with Bishop standing resolute, Gina and the children safe, and Crane defeated, marking the successful end of his perilous mission. Like and subscribe for more recaps like this.